Hello and welcome to another episode of Caps on Comics. I'm Kenny Caps, and today I'm going to be discussing with you tryouts versus cameos versus first appearances. Let's get started. So first off, Supergirl. Prior to Superman 123, there had been two other Supergirls, or women. The first one was in Action Comics number 60 in 1943, which is really just Lois Lane dreaming that she gained superpowers thanks to a blood transfusion for Superman. The second one was in Superboy number 5, where after meeting Superboy, Queen Lucy of Borgonia, travels to Smallville. Superboy puts on a show with her where he uses his powers to make her seem superhuman. And during this contest, she's called Supergirl. So, in Superman 123, which debuted in 1958, Jimmy Olsen uses a magic totem to wish a Supergirl into existence as a companion and helper of Superman. So, apparently, DC used this story to gauge public response to the concept of a completely new female counterpart to Superman. Originally, her costume is blue and red, like Superman's. After positive fan reaction to Supergirl, the first recurring and most familiar version of Supergirl debuted in 1959. Kara Zor-El first appeared in Action Comics 252. The story that introduced the character was drawn by Al Plastino and written by Otto Bender. Reaction to Supergirl's first appearance was tremendous, with thousands of positive letters pouring into DC Comics offices. Now, what's crazy about these two is that, well, one is worth a whole lot more than the other. You would think that since Supergirl was tried out in Superman 123, that she'd be more valuable, but no. It's Action Comics 252 that you want to look. See, I'm into first appearances, and when I'm going to invest in a first appearance, I want it to be the right one. So, at first when I started collecting, I didn't really know. That's why I have both. Okay? So next, we have Carol Danvers / Miss Marvel. Okay? Created by Roy Thomas and Gene Colan, Danvers first appeared in Marvel Superheroes number 13 from 1968. Originally an officer in the Air Force, she was a colleague of the Kree superhero Mar-Vell. But 9 years later, Jerry Conway and John Buscema redesigned Danvers to become Miss Marvel after her DNA was fused with Marvel's during an explosion in Miss Marvel number 1, which debuted in 1977. Okay? And then she goes on to be like an editor at some magazine, like, because apparently that was the thing to do for all women back in the day, which is way more badass than she would have been in the Air Force. But anyway, one comic is worth more than the other, and can you guess which one? Is it the first introduction of a woman that's in the Air Force, or when she actually gets her superpowers? Okay? It's crazy, but when you're looking for first appearances and who's worth more, this is the kind of stuff that you have to research. Interestingly enough, Carol Danvers' first appearance is worth more than Miss Marvel's. Okay? Okay. So next we have Wolverine. And obviously it's a big duh which one is worth more, Hulk 180 or Hulk 181. But the thing to remember with Hulk is that this isn't a tryout versus a first appearance. This is a cameo versus a first appearance. So, created by Roy Thomas and Len Wein, Herb Trimpe, and John Romita Sr., Wolverine debuted in the final teaser panel of Incredible Hulk 180. This came out in October of 1974. The character then appeared in a number of advertisements in various Marvel comic publications before making his first appearance in, drumroll please, Hulk 181 the next month. Though viewed at the time as a secondary or tertiary character, Wolverine's characters never imagined his success. At the time of his creation, Marvel employees would create characters no particular notion of them going anywhere. And in fact, they frequently created characters in the Hulk all the time, and there were just a few certain issues that they would be in, and that was the end. All right? But everyone knows which one's more important, the cameo or the first appearance. In this case, Hulk 80 is defeated by Hulk 821. Hulk. Okay. In this case, Hulk 80 is defeated by Hulk 181. Alright, so now let's talk about Hank Pym and Ant-Man. So Hank Pym, alright, his first appearance is in Tales to Astonish 27. This is in January 1962. But he didn't become Ant-Man until Tales to Astonish 35, and that was in September. Right? Almost like 9 months later. So why does Tales to Astonish 27 sell at a higher price? This I paid, all right, so this is a 1.0. I paid $1,000 for this back, well, it's pre-Avengers, so it was a long time ago. But if you Google or you go to eBay and you look for Tales to Astonish 35, you can get one like a 3.5 at about $400. So that's a big deal. All right, next one. I love War Machine. Since I was like 10 years old, War Machine was one of the coolest characters ever. And this is a fun one because James Rhodes, War Machine, they go way back, right? So War Machine is just another fun one to discuss. James Rhodes first appeared in Iron Man 118 in January 1979. All right, but in 1983, he kind of becomes Iron Man in Iron Man 169. But he doesn't fully become Iron Man until Iron Man 170. Here we have a cameo versus a first appearance discussion, all right? Then, in 1992, he becomes War Machine. Iron Man 281 introduces the War Machine armor, which counts as a cameo, but Iron Man 282 is regarded as the first full appearance. He's got to be one of the most complicated characters to do this in Marvel. But here's the thing, which one's more important? Which one is worth more? Out of all of those comic books, Iron Man 118, James Rhodes' first appearance, or Iron Man 169 where he becomes Iron Man for a little bit, but it's or 170 where he's officially Iron Man, or is it 280 or 281? The one that's worth the most is 281. All right, so that's the one that I decided to buy in this circumstance. All right, so if you think that's crazy, just wait till I tell you about Black Canary, okay? So Black Canary's Golden Age introduction in 1943 is pretty straightforward, all right? But it's her Silver Age first appearance. It's totally crazy. So in Justice League of America 21, which this is from August of 63, this reintroduces the Justice Society of America. Black Canary is right there on the cover, but if you look at the CGC label, it says first Silver Age appearance of Hourman, Dr. Fate, Icicle and Wizard. There's no mention of Black Canary. All right? Why is that? I don't know. So, in Brave and the Bold 61, which is from the October-November period of 1965, we get Black Canary's origin. Then, in Justice League of America 73, which is from August of 69, the Justice Society cameos at the end of that, where Black Canary's at. It's not until Justice League of America 75, which is from November of 1969, that we have the first appearance of Donna Lance as Black Canary. And in this issue, she moves from Earth 2 to Earth 1. She joins the Justice League of America. Essentially as a replacement for Wonder Woman, she gains her iconic Canary Cry powers and begins her relationship with Green Arrow. So pretty much everything we know and love about her comes from this issue. Okay? So if that's not confusing enough, so basically Brave and the Bold 61 is considered to be the first full Silver Age appearance of Black Canary, while Justice League of America 75 is the first appearance of the Silver Age Black Canary. You got that? Okay. All right. So these are just a couple of the crazy, crazy comic books that I have and that people collect. All right. So what do you consider a tryout? What do you consider a cameo or a first appearance? And do you agree or do you disagree? I'd love to hear what you have to say below. Please like the video. Please comment below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. At last time I checked, I'm at 21 subscribers. And when I hit 25, there's going to be a big celebration. So, thanks for watching. I'm Kenny Caps. And this is Caps on Comics.